What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome to the TRU Raider Podcast. I'm your host, TRU Raider. Now, we got some breaking news that Vincent Bonsignore has reported that the Raiders are trying to trade Jack Jones, and if they are unable to make a trade, they are expected to cut him by Monday. Now, I got to let you know my opinion on this is I think this is a bad move. I know Jack Jones has definitely been somewhat of a liability at times, but he's also been a huge playmaker at times. And I'm not sure if it's has something to do with him and his personality and what he's putting on the field, or if it's what he's been asked to do. Now, I know that Jack Jones was an Antonio Pierce guy. You know, he played in high school for him, he played in college for him, and then he went to the Patriots and he had some issues over there, came over to the Raiders, kind of cleaned up his issues a little bit. He's been known to have issues on and off the field when he's not under AP, so I understand that. But there was an interview when Pete Carroll was first hired, and Jack Jones was really, really excited about Pete Carroll coming in. And I thought it was kind of strange that all of a sudden they'd be talking like they're going to move on from Jack Jones. Now, my thoughts on that is if they are truly looking to move on from Jack Jones, it might be a thing about Patrick Graham saying, now we need to go ahead and move on and do something different. Though also, Vincent Bonsignore, any of the Raiders beat writers, especially this year, have been off on a lot of things. So I'm not really taking anything that they say as just absolute truth, right? But for there to be that kind of statement that they are looking to trade him, and if not, they are going to cut him, that kind of tells me that he probably knows what he's talking about. Now, I get it. Jack Jones, I saw some stuff out there that Jack Jones was actually, despite some of his liabilities, he had some really good grades. But if it wasn't coaching that had him in a position where he was either like a boom or bust kind of playmaker, I could understand why they're looking to move on from him. To do so before the draft is a little bit weird to me, because it kind of has the Raiders showing their cards a little bit, right? If we really cut Jack Jones or, trade him for a 2026 7th round pick, I feel like that really, really says a lot about what we're looking to do in the draft and that we have our eyes on a corner. And I would hate for us to be showing our cards and put ourselves in a position where we end up getting screwed over from it. Because, I don't really think that we should pick a corner at 6. And so if the idea is for us to trade back and then get a corner, if we make it a little bit too obvious that we're not trying to get Ashton Genty or a Shedeur Sanders or anybody that might be available at pick number 6, then teams, if they even do trade up with us, might not give us nearly enough. You guys, I don't know, man. I like Jack Jones. I think that he could be a good player with some good coaching. I really felt like Pete Carroll was going to be that guy to get Jack Jones to kind of like clean up his act. I felt like it was going to be kind of like that make or break. It's like either Pete Carroll is going to help Jack Jones clean up his shit, or Jack Jones is just going to kind of prove that he can't play under anybody else but AP. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Like always, I love you, nation. I'll catch you on the next one.